Hi Emrys. So what you seem to have done is just multiplied all of the top and then just multiplied it all by 2 times 5a. You have to treat this like two fractions, and with fractions you multiply the top by the top and the bottom by the bottom. So what we've got is 3a times 4, which is 12a, all over 2 times 5a, which is 10a. And then we can cancel the fraction down. So a goes into the top and into the bottom. So we end up with 12 over 10, and 2 goes into the top and into the bottom, so it's 6 over 5, or 1 and 1/5. Now another way of thinking about these, which will actually lead you to exactly the same answer, is you can do your cancelling down now. So 2 goes into the bottom and into the top, a goes into the bottom and into the top, and you end up with 6 over 5 again. So 3 times 2 over 1 times 5. So that gives you 1 whole 1 and 1/5. So both methods work. So I'm not going to go through the whole question, but if this is true, that you just, to get from here to here, you just subtract 2 centimetres, then this would also be true. So if I've got a 1 by 2 centimetre rectangle and I make everything double the length, this should also work. So we're going to have 2 by 4. So if I subtract 2 from this, I should get this, that works. But then I should also have to subtract 2 from that, which gives me -1. So you can't just add and subtract. What you have to do is figure out how many times bigger one is than the other. So we've got basically 4 centimetres, which goes to 6 centimetres. So how do we turn a 4 into a 6? So it's a bit like I've got a recipe for 4 Welsh cakes and I want to turn it into a recipe for 6 Welsh cakes. Well, one way of doing that is to divide by 2, which gives me a recipe for 2 Welsh cakes, and multiply by 3. Now I can do that for every single side. So if I want EF, I'm going to take that 5 centimetres and I'm going to divide it by 2 and times it by 3, and that should give me EF. I'd like you to make the corrections on the other questions before I do this one, because I just want to check your algebra skills quickly. So have a go at the other ones first and we'll come back to this one. Now we've done a little bit of this. You've got the right idea. So, oh no, you haven't quite got the right idea from here. So we've got 20 over root 5. So rationalising the denominator means get rid of that root 5. We don't want it. So we can't change the kind of size of the fraction, but if I multiply by root 5 over root 5, well, root 5 divided by root 5 is just 1. So it's just the same as multiplying by 1. So what I'll end up with is 20 root 5 on the top, and root 5 times root 5, don't know if you remember your surds, is root 25, so that just gives me the number 5, so it's that. And I can now cancel my fraction down because 5 goes into this and 5 goes into that. Go back and do your corrections, please.